Zillow Rental Manager just announced they're going to charge for lease listings. What's a landlord to do? We got three things you need to hear. Hey there, Christian Walsh, Coldwell Banker Wire Associates. We specialize in multifamily, single family leasing in lovely Orange County, California. And we are here with an update about Zillow Rental Manager, which is one of the top tools for landlords to find prospective renters. And so basically that service has been free, and you would take your available unit, take some pictures, put a description, put it on Zillow Rental Manager. It went to Zillow, Trulia, HotPads, and a bunch of other sites. And your prospective applicants, prospective renters would reach out to you through the site. Very well designed, very well put together. Well, now Zillow's going to charge. So it's going to be $9.99 a week per rental listing in several states, including the great state of California, and expected to roll out to other states soon. So there are some tools that they have that will remain free for now. So their screening tools, their lease management tools, and their rent payment tools will stay free. They're making money off the rent payment tools, so they're going to keep that one free. But those all stay free to landlords. So why did they move to this pay-to-play model? Short answer is because they can. So they are the number one resource for landlords to rent out units, and they need to recover their costs. They've invested a fortune in acquisitions, creation of tools, including a tool we like, their 360 tours. They call them 3D tours, they're 360 photos. So they need to recover their costs, so why not start charging? The other big advantage to this model is it's going to clean up their data. So one of the biggest complaints about Zillow's lease listings, a tenant calls in, the lease listing is old, the place is gone. So now that landlords have to pay $9.99 a week, this theoretically will help clean up the data. Landlords will pull that down. The other thing is the integrity of the data. I believe it's much less likely that a scammer is going to want to pay $9.99 a week to scam people, but maybe they still will. But there's plenty of free tools out there for scammers that they will switch to using. So it's going to help with the integrity of the data. So what now, landlords? We got three tips or tricks or pieces of advice that landlords should use. And number one's the obvious, and that is pay the fee. So it is a great tool. Zillow Rental Manager does generate a lot of traffic for lease listings. So you may just want to buckle down and pay the $9.99 per lease listing. So that's definitely the easiest route to go for between this and number two, which is switching services. So you could switch services, you could dump Zillow Rental Manager. I don't recommend that because you're going to miss out on potential renters. So there's other services like Zumper, Cozy, Apartments.com, Craigslist. Do not use Craigslist. And we're going to make sure you get some video content about that. But all those other services you could switch to. So Cozy, for example, sends their listings to Realtor.com and doorsteps. The problem is there's going to be a big gaping hole in your potential renters leads if you don't use Zillow Rental Manager. So I'm not going to recommend you dump Zillow Rental Manager. But let's combine, let's get the best of all worlds. And my advice is number three, hire a professional who knows leasing. Someone like us. Hire a professional in your local market who understands the big three in leasing. So the big three in leasing is we have to generate applications. So that's spreading the word to as many potential renters who are qualified to rent your unit. The second step is to actually screen those applicants and so that they can be ranked and the landlord can choose the best applicant for their unit. And number three is generating the lease agreement and making sure it has all the appropriate disclosures, which are constantly changing in the state of California. And you'll see a lot of my video contents about that. So a true professional is going to be able to help you with all those steps, take care of them, and at the same time, make sure you abide by fair housing. Because fair housing is a big deal. We feel very strongly about following fair housing laws. Legally, we have to, but it goes beyond that, morally, ethically. These are laws that need to be followed. And there are cases where a landlord accidentally violates fair housing, and you won't have to worry about that with us. And one violation for fair housing is going to cost way more than using a professional for the entire lifetime of a rental. So anyway, that's our advice, is to take number three, used a professional to help you out. But we want to hear from you, landlords. What are you going to do? Are you going to drop Zillow Rental Manager? Are you just going to pay the fee and kind of piecemeal all the rest of it together? Or are you finally going to buckle down and hire a professional to take over? Let us know. Christian Walsh, Coldwell Banker Wire Associates. Leave your answers in the comments, subscribe to our channels, and subscribe to our email newsletter as well. I appreciate you tuning in. Thanks.